Greetings, friends. This is Mark David, founder of the Institute for the Psychology of Eating. Today's topic: why do women judge each other so much? Now, I'm posing this as a question, and I think it's a very important one. I think this is especially important in light of weight, body image, beauty, and our relationship with food. Let me acknowledge something. I used to think that it was the men of the world who were giving women a big complex about food and weight. I'm not sure why I thought this from a young age, but I did. Perhaps I might have heard some women complain that men want this or men want that, but what I've started to notice over the years is that oftentimes women can be a little harsh towards each other in this realm. And indeed, the more I've known men and observed them in relation to women and weight, the more I believe that men often have a little more room and acceptance for women in their bodies than women do. I'm going to tell you a story. So here I am, I'm 19 years old, I'm on a bus in New York City. Now, like most 19-year-old boys, I don't know much about anything, though I probably like to think that I know a lot. So the bus that I'm on is quite crowded. There's a lot of conversation, there's chatting, there's a lot of energy. After all, this is the Big Apple. So the bus makes one of its stops, and onto the bus walks a young woman. But she wasn't just any young woman, she was clearly quite beautiful. Now, I know it's said that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I certainly know this to be true. But I've also noticed that there are certain cultural agreements around what beauty is or can be. When this young woman walked onto the bus, I had a very fascinating experience. The entire bus went silent. She had the kind of beauty that was clearly show-stopping. There was literally a hush, and all eyes were focused on this young woman. Now, even though I was a 19-year-old know-nothing, I knew enough to know that I'd never witnessed this before. The way this person's beauty impacted everyone was fascinating to me. There were no empty seats on the bus, and the young girl had to slowly move through and find a place to stand. I was literally watching people watching her. I'd never done something like this. It even seemed to me that the women were eyeing her as intensely, if not more so, as any of the men. Now, once the bus got moving and the young woman found her place, two women who were sitting right next to me, who were approximately maybe in their 40s or 50s, and obviously they were friends, one of them turns to the other and says, "Did you see those horrible shoes she was wearing?" Now, if you would have given me $1 million and 1,000 guesses beforehand to anticipate what these women would have said to each other about this beautiful girl walking on the bus, I would have never imagined it. Honestly, I had no idea that this young woman even had feet, let alone shoes. I was dumbfounded by this comment. I had no idea what it meant or where it was coming from. What I knew for sure, though, was that there was a little bit of contempt. I felt the weight of judgment and criticism, and it hurt. Have you seen this? Have you noticed how women can talk about each other? Have you noticed how there seems to be a culture among so many women where they criticize others when it comes to weight or looks or beauty, or how much they eat or how much they didn't eat or how skinny they are or fat they are, whatever it is? In my observation, it's not easy being a woman in this world when it comes to looks and weight. In my observation, I also believe that women need to step up and make it easier for each other. There needs to be a stronger sense of community amongst women in this realm. I'd love to see women be more supportive of each other. I think women need to uplift each other more. I'd love to see women celebrate each other more. I'd like to see a little less competition amongst women when it comes to beauty or weight. So if this resonates for you in any way, I invite you to examine the conversation that goes on in your own mind, or the conversation you indeed speak out into the world when it comes to other women, food, and weight. Do you judge? Do you say harsh words? Do you gossip? Do you look to elevate others? Do you celebrate other women? Are you kind and supportive to the women or girls who are younger than you? Are you respectful and loving to the ones who are older than you? Women have a major untapped resource, and that resource is each other. What goes around comes around. Love and support those around you, and that love and support magically returns right back to us. I hope this was helpful, my friends. To learn more, go to psychologyofeating.com. The Institute for the Psychology of Eating offers the most innovative and inspiring professional trainings, public programs, conferences, online events, and much more. Through our Eating Psychology Coach Certification training, you can grow a new career and help your clients break through the most compelling eating challenges of our times. If you're focused on your own eating and health, the Institute offers a great selection of one-of-a-kind opportunities to take a big leap forward in your relationship with food. We are proud to be international leaders in online and live educational events that are designed to create the breakthroughs you want most. Our professional and public programs are powerful, results-oriented, and embrace all of who we are as eaters. I'm talking body, mind, heart, and soul. For questions, you can always email us at info@psychologyofeating.com. We'll be sure to get back to you real soon. This is Mark David, founder of the Institute for the Psychology of Eating. Thank you so much for your time and interest.